This is Vicki Davis, the Cool Cat Teacher, and today we're going to take a tour of my home screen to understand the tricks that help me be productive. The first app is Facebook Messenger. As of September 2015, Facebook Messenger is the second most popular app after Facebook and just before YouTube. Now, let's go into Flipboard. Some people like the Apple News app, and while I use Feedly, it just doesn't let me see and read the news as well as Flipboard. I like the breaking news, the fact that I can pull blogs and hashtags into it, and I like to follow magazines, and I curate 6 of my own magazines. The 30/30 app is for building habits. Habits are easier if you chunk them or put them together, and 30/30 helps build a routine. Here you can see my arrive at school routine. If I get it done faster, I can click them off like I'm doing here, but each little habit has a certain amount of time. I also use these routines I call TPT. This stands for Trusted Process Routine. It's how I make sure that I close out my day, handle all the things I need to do to get ready for the next day. And I have a short version and a long version for that. Next is Focus at Will. This app claims to have medical research behind it about how to optimize your brain waves for productivity. But I use it because it works. I get so much done, and my middle schooler swears by it. The Buffer app is a secret weapon for social media sharers like me. I like to schedule my tweets for the next day or two each morning because during my day I'm teaching. I'm actually not tweeting. Now, I like to do that in the web version of this app, but I can quickly see what's next in Buffer. I also look at some of my favorite blogs right inside Buffer and can easily share them. The analytics, though, tend to be buggy on the iPhone version, so I usually look at Buffer analytics in the web version. For my commonly used items, I have a dashboard folder. I need them close, but I don't want to take up space. I want to show you my favorite grocery app that will also find coupons for you. Grocery IQ remembers previous lists, scans barcodes, and even lets you dictate, like I say Raisin Bran when I'm dictating here. Now, it will find the item I said and helps me figure out what I want to add to the list. You can even share this list with your family. Oh, and I can't live without Evernote. Lisa Durf, my assistant, and I chat each other in here, but you can also see how I snap pictures of my daily journal that I write into Evernote. When I add task items off that page to Evernote and put a little square in front of it and tag it Omnifocus, a cool tool that I use called Task Clone will send those items to Omnifocus for me. Now, Omnifocus is my task list, so this is how I link Evernote and my journal, my handwritten notes, and Omnifocus all together this way. My favorite way to read Twitter on my iPhone is Hootsuite. It's just so much faster. I can see everyone who's replied and quickly reply to their message on the run from Hootsuite. Hootsuite is also valuable for conferences and hashtag tracking, and you can use it for other social media services as well, but it is just my favorite for Twitter on the iPhone. Of course, Safari belongs on your dashboard, but remember, don't keep too many windows open or it will slow you down. Now we have vJournal. This is my quick journal on the go. When you type in journal and you click the up arrow, it will send the note into Evernote to a daily page. The item on the daily page will be time stamped. Each year it creates a new notebook with the year. You can add pictures and any other kinds of items, and it's great for kind of a running log and notes that you want to put into Evernote. We have Amazon Prime, and Amazon's music is a keeper. If you're online, you can stream their music or even create playlists. Podcasts are like talk radio for your smartphone. My favorite podcast radio app is iCatcher. I can listen to all my favorite podcasts, but it also has some other cool features. You can go 30 seconds back or ahead, but you can also create customized playlists for riding in the car or working out, so you don't have to keep picking another podcast. This is so much better than the Apple Podcast tool that comes with the iPhone. Okay, it is a little bit expensive, but Omnifocus is the best task manager for the Mac, iPhone, and iPad. Click Context for your list for home or school. Click Today to see what you have due today. The forecast and weekly review tools are killer tools for planning that no other tool has. The Olive Tree Bible Reader is the best reader for studying your Bible, taking sermon notes, and putting it all together. I love how it syncs across my Mac, iPad, and iPhone for quick reference when I need to look up a quote or inspiration. Here we go with Bloomz. This is the parent-teacher communication app I've chosen for the 2015-2016 school year. I go in here to leave quick reminders for parents and to text parents without us having to share cell phone numbers. I can send pics, set up parent-teacher conferences, and give all kinds of reminders and communications, and even share photos. Next is Drafts. This handy tool helps me do things quickly, but the way I use it most is for the collection of ideas. So you can link Drafts with just about any tool on your iPhone and beyond. Here I'm typing a note for Errol St. Clair Smith, who handles all my speaking and brand management, and it goes right to a list in Evernote that I keep to talk to him about. The same for my virtual assistant, Lisa Durf. You can see in Evernote how the timestamp and the item go in, but Drafts actually does so much more. If you're a little bit geeky and really work hard on your workflow, Drafts is worth checking out. Now let's look at Calendars 5. This handy calendar tool links with my Google Calendar and makes it super easy to not only view calendar events, but to add them. Out of all the tools I've used for calendars, this one is my favorite and has been on my dashboard for several years. Now let's look at the Mailbox app. You just swipe left and right, keep your inbox down. You can schedule things to look at later and file with ease. I do not recommend using your email as a task manager, but you can plan to just look at something later in the day when you have time, or if you're on vacation, you can just swipe to handle it when you get back without any guilt or any worry that you're going to miss it or forget it. Last thing I want to remind you about. See, I have a little bit of space right here. It's important to have some space, but one other thing is important. I'm going to go into my settings and go to notifications. Look at how many notifications I've turned off. Be very diligent about what notifications you want to bother you and what not. Turn off anything that you don't want to receive because you just can't focus on everything. This is a big secret of mine. It's just using such few notifications. Pretty much Bloomz and my calendar, FaceTime, just a very few things are the ones that I want to receive notifications for. So do go through those notifications by going into your settings and going to notifications. Now, good luck with your iPhone home screen and setting it up just like you want it. Be intentional. If you don't use it, move it to another screen and find out things that do make you more productive. If it doesn't make you more productive, it's just taking up space. If it's taking up space, it's a waste.